Hello dear students, in previous video we learned about the image formation in the case of spherical mirrors. Today in this class we are going to discuss a derivation which gives the relation between the u, v and f. U means we know that the object distance, v means image distance and f means focal length. We are going to derive one expression which gives the relation between these three terms, and that expression is also called as mirror equation. So now we will discuss the relation between u, v and f. Relation between u, v, f. U, v, f. Or this expression also called as a mirror equation. Mirror equation. This is a very important derivation. So to derive the expression, I am going to consider one spherical mirror. That mirror I am taking here as a concave mirror. I am going to take a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. And this is the principal axis of the concave mirror. Okay. Now I am taking one object here. This one is the object A, B. Now some rays of light which is originating from the object and it will hit to the reflecting surface of the concave mirror. After hitting to the reflecting surface of the concave mirror, it will reflect back and I will get some image after the reflection. Now we will take some rays of light which is originating from an object. Now I am going to take a first ray of light which is originating from the object. That ray of light which is exactly parallel to the principal axis. Suppose that the incident light exactly parallel to the principal axis, then it will reflect back, and when it meet on the principal axis, that point is called as a principal focus. That point is called as a principal focus. This is the first ray of light. And I am going to take another ray of light which is hitting to the pole of the concave mirror. It is hitting to the pole of the concave mirror and it will reflect back and it obey the laws of reflection like this. This is the second ray of light. And now I am taking third ray of light which is exactly passing through the center. Assume that here there is a center of the concave mirror. This is the center of the concave mirror and it is now passing through the center of the concave mirror. If the ray of light passing through the center of the concave mirror, then it will retrace its path like this. Okay. So that all the three rays will meet here at this point and I am getting the image here. I am getting the image here like this. But here I am getting the image as a real image, but it is an inverted image. If you observe the object and image, the object is erected object and the image is inverted image. So using these rays of light, I am going to derive the expression for a mirror, derive the relation between the u, v and f. Now I am taking here one point as m. That point is nothing but the first incident ray which is incidenting parallel to the principal axis which hits to the reflecting surface of the concave mirror. That point is called as m. That point I am taking as m. So these rays are parallel ray. So for paraxial ray I am taking here MP as a straight line. For paraxial rays I am considering MP as a straight line. Actually it is like a curve, but for paraxial ray it should be MP should be straight line. So now we write for paraxial rays line MP is straight, is considered as straight, and also it is perpendicular to, and also this MOP is perpendicular to PC. If you observe here, MOP is exactly perpendicular to PC. Okay. So this is the consideration. Next, from this diagram, I am going to take here two right angle triangles. Two right angle triangles here, A dash, B dash, F and MPF. These are two right angle triangles, A dash, B dash, F and MPF. So we can write from right angle triangles, A dash, B dash, F, A dash, B dash, F and MPF I can get A from A dash, B dash, F and MPF are both are right angle triangles and they are similar. We know that if two triangles are similar, then from one of the theorem we can write that the ratio of the base of the one of the triangle to the another triangle is equal to the ratio of the side of the one of the triangle to the another triangle. We already know about that theorem. See, if I take two right angle triangles, like this, first one I am taking as ABC, another one is EFG. In these two triangles, if they are similar, then I can write the base, ratio of the base of the one of the triangle, that is BC in first triangle. In the second triangle, its base is FG, its ratio, that is always equal to the side of the first triangle BA to the side of the another triangle FE, like this. This is the one of the relation from one of the theorem. So using that concept we are applying here also. So from right angle triangles A dash, B dash, F and MPF, we can write from A dash, B dash, F, we get base as A dash, B dash, A dash, B dash. Similarly, from triangle MPF, in this case the base is MP. MP is the base. That is equal to. So from triangle A dash, B dash, F, the side of the triangle here is B dash F. Side of the triangle is B dash F. And from triangle MPF, the side of the triangle is PF. PF divided by PF. This one I have written using this concept, this theorem. Okay. So here, this is from A dash, B dash, F and MPF triangles. This one I am taking as equation number 1. Similarly, I am taking another two triangles, that is A dash, B dash, C and ABC. They are also right angle triangles and they are similar. Okay. So similarly, from right angle triangles, A dash, B dash, C, A dash, B dash, C and ABC I can write here also they are right angle triangles and both are similar triangles, so that I can write the base of the triangle A dash, B dash, C is, base is here A dash, B dash. In this case base is A dash, B dash. In the triangle ABC, the base is AB. That is equal to, from triangle A dash, B dash, C, I can write the side is B dash, C is the side, B dash, C. And from triangle ABC, the side of the ABC triangle is BC. Okay. If you observe here, AB is nothing but the height of the object. The height of the object is same as that the distance MP, M to P. They are, that's height is the same, both having same height, so that I can write AB is equal to MP. Here AB is equal to MP. If I substitute AB is equal to MP here, I'll get this equation as A dash B dash divided by MP is equal to B dash C divided by BC. This is equation 2. Okay. See here, from equation 1 and equation 2, left hand side of the equation 1 is A dash B dash divided by MP. Left hand side of the second equation is A dash B dash divided by MP. Both are same. So I can equate these two equations. By equating these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2 can be written as, I can equate equation 1 and equation 2, then I can write as B dash F is divided by PF, that is equal to B dash C divided by BC. Like that I can write. So here B dash F divided by PF is equal to B dash C divided by BC. Now in the next step, I can write B dash F. See here, B dash F. How can I write B dash F? I can write B dash F as PB dash minus PF. Right? See, suppose that if I take one straight line and I am taking 3 points, that is A, B, C. Suppose that AB is 3 centimeter and BC is 2 centimeter. Then the total length of this straight line is 5 centimeter. Right? If I want to get the distance of BC, what can I write? So if I want the distance of BC, that is 2 centimeter, then I can write AC minus AB. If I write AC minus AB, we know that AC is 5 centimeter minus AB is 3 centimeter. Then I will get to 2 centimeter. That is nothing but BC. Similarly, I can write here also. I can write B dash F as PB dash minus PF. So after substituting here, I can write PB dash as B dash F as PB dash minus FP divided by PF. That is equal to, and B dash C. How can I write B dash C? See here, B dash C. Here also I can use the same concept like this. So B dash C I can write as PC minus PB dash. Right? PC minus PB dash divided by BC. How can I write? Using same concept of BC I can write as PB minus PC. PB minus PC. Like that I can write. Now see here, what do you mean by PB dash, FP, PF, PC, PB dash, PB, PC in the diagram? Let us see that. Here first we will see what is the meaning of PB dash. What it gives to PB dash. PB dash is nothing but it is the distance from pole to the image. That is called as image distance. And here I am going to take a sign convention rule. Here by using sign convention rule. By using sign convention, I can write it. PB dash is nothing but it is the image distance. Image distance we are writing as B. By using sign convention, we know that we are taking all the distance from pole to the image. If the distance taking opposite to the incident light, then we are taking it as a negative. Here also the distance is opposite to the incident light, so that the distance from pole to the image I am taking as a minus V. Minus V. This is the first case. Then what is this? FP or PF? FP is nothing but from diagram. FP, see here, F2P. F2P is the distance from pole to the focus. Distance from pole to the focus we are taking as a focal length. And here also the distance we are taking opposite to that of incident light. So that here focal length also negative, minus F. FP, PF same. And here PC. What is PC in the diagram? PC is nothing but it is the distance from pole to the center. Distance from pole to the center is radius of curvature, that is R. So that distance also opposite to that of incident light, so that by using sign convention I can write minus R. Now PB dash we already got here, and PB, what it gives? PB. PB is nothing but the distance from pole to the object. Distance from pole to the object is the object distance. Object distance we are taking as u. And this distance also we are taking opposite to that of incident light, so that it is also negative. So that I can write PB is equal to minus u. These all are taken by using the sign convention rule. Now I am going to substitute these all terms in this equation. If I substitute all these terms in this equation, I will get PB dash is nothing but minus V minus FP. FP is minus F, minus minus plus, so that plus F I am getting, divided by PF. PF is nothing but PF or FP is nothing but minus F. I am taking here minus F. That is equal to PC. PC is nothing but minus R. I am taking PC as minus R. And PB dash. What is PB dash? PB dash is minus V. So minus minus plus plus V. Divided by PB. PB is nothing but minus U minus PC. But PC is nothing but minus R. Minus minus plus, so that plus R. After substitution we are getting like this. Now I am going to cross multiply this one. So I will get minus V plus F cross multiply minus U plus R, minus V plus F into minus U plus R, that is equal to minus R plus V into minus F. If I multiply this one, each term, minus U into minus V, I will get UV, minus U into plus F, minus UF. Here R into minus V, minus RV, R into F plus RF. This is in the left hand side of the equation. In right hand side, minus F into minus R, I will get FR, minus F into V minus FV. So here RF or FR, these terms will cancel each other. And we already derived from previous class, we derived one equation, that is the relation between the focal length and the radius of curvature. That gives F is equal to R by 2. This is we already derived in the previous class. F is equal to R by 2. Then if I rearrange this one, I can write R is equal to 2F. If I substitute this R is equal to 2F, what is by R is equal to 2F? R is equal to 2F means, so radius of curvature is always 2 times the focal length in the case of the spherical mirror. That means this radius of curvature always twice the focal length of the spherical mirror. If I substitute this here, R, I will get this equation as UV minus UF minus R is nothing but 2F. I have to substitute here. R is equal to 2F. 2FV is equal to, in the right hand side, it's minus FV. So here minus 2FV, here minus FV. If I take this expression in the right hand side, I will get UV minus UF is equal to minus FV plus 2FV. Plus 2FV minus FV, I will get 1FV. So that I can write UV minus UF is equal to FV. If I divide all this equation by UVF by dividing UVF, what I will get? by dividing UVF, I will get here see UV divided by UVF, UV divided by UVF, and minus UF divided by UVF, minus UF divided by UVF, that is equal to FV divided by UVF, FV divided by UVF. After cancellation, here I will get UV gets cancelled, then I will get 1 by F minus here UF cancel, then I will get 1 by V is equal to here FV will get cancelled, then I will get 1 by U. If I rearrange this equation, I will get 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. So this equation is the mirror equation. This is the expression for mirror equation. And also it gives the relation between UVF. That is, it gives the relation between object distance, image distance, and focal length. So very important derivation. The next concept is linear magnification of a spherical mirror. And what do you mean by linear magnification? So linear magnification is defined as it is the ratio of size of the image formed to the size of the object. This ratio is called as a magnification of a spherical mirror. See in this diagram, here AB is the object. After reflection, we are getting the image here. That image is A dash B dash. Here size of the image is A dash B dash, and that size I am taking here as HI. Similarly here, the size of the object is H0. So in this case, the size of the image HI and the size of the object is H0. So according to the linear magnification, it is the ratio of the image size. Image size is HI divided by object size is H0. That is the linear magnification. It is the ratio of the image size to the object size. Okay. So from this diagram, I am taking two right angle triangles. That is two right angle triangles. That are A dash B dash P and ABP. They both are right angle triangles. A dash B dash P and ABP. And they are similar also. We know that if the right angle triangles are similar, then I can write the ratio of the base of the one of the triangle to the another triangle is equal to the ratio of the side of the one of the triangle to the another triangle. In triangle A dash B dash P, the base is A dash B dash P. The base is A dash B dash. A dash B dash. In a triangle ABP, the base is AB. That one equal to the side of the triangle A dash B dash P. The side is B dash P. I can write B dash P. And in triangle ABP, the side is BP. Then here, what do you mean by A dash B dash? A dash B dash is nothing but HI, right? That is the size of the image divided by AB is nothing but the size of the object, that is H0. That is equal to here B dash P. B dash P is nothing but it is the distance from pole to the image. Pole to the image distance is taking as V. That one is the image distance V. And BP is nothing but it is the distance from pole to the object. Distance from pole to the object is nothing but the object distance. That one I am taking as u. But if you use sign convention rule, by using sign convention, hi is nothing but the height below the principal axis. Height below the principal axis always taking as a negative according to the Cartesian sign convention. So that is a negative. And h0 is nothing but the height of the object. That is upward of the, so that is above the principal axis. So that the height above the principal axis is taking as a positive. So this one is a positive. That is equal to the image distance from pole to the image. That is called as image distance, and this distance is opposite to the incident light. If the distance is opposite to the incident light, then it is taking as a negative. Similarly, here object distance also opposite to the incident light, so that I can write this one also minus. So this expression becomes minus hi by h0 is equal to this one, minus cancels. I will get v by u. Or I can write m is equal to, we know that, so hi by h0 is nothing but that is the linear magnification, but here minus hi by h0, so that I can write minus m is equal to v by u, or I can write m is equal to minus v by u. Here I am getting negative sign, so that I can tell as in this case the image is real. In the real case, when we are getting the real image, then linear magnification is negative. When we are getting the image as virtual, then the linear magnification as positive. So I can write for real image, linear magnification is negative. This one is the real image. In the case of real image, the linear magnification is negative. For virtual image, we will get the linear magnification is positive. So this is the two important cases we should remember. And another one we should remember that for magnitude of linear magnification. If I take magnitude of this magnification, for linear magnification is magnitude of linear magnification is greater than 1, then image formed is enlarged. Suppose that if I take the magnitude of this magnification and if I get the value is greater than 1, then the meaning is the image formed is enlarged image. Suppose that if magnitude of linear magnification is less than 1, then we will get a diminished image. That means if I get this, the linear magnification value is, the magnitude of linear magnification value is less than 1, then I will get a small or diminished image. That is about the linear magnification of spherical mirrors.